What's up, guys? Coming to you with my weekly pull list. So I'm running a little late this week due to my schedule, but I'm here. I've got a whole list of comics that I picked up this week. Pretty excited about. And the most exciting one for me, is really just about comic book collecting in general. And it's that I got this issue. This is the Mike Grell run of Green Arrow number 26. So I have been collecting this series for about a year now. And I have right here the first 50 issues except for issue 26. So I walked into my comic book store today, and the guy was like, "Hey, I just got a whole Green Arrow run." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "I've got issue 26." It's like, awesome. So here it is, 26. I'm gonna take that first half, smack that right down in the middle, boom. So now, after a year of collecting, I have the first 50 issues of the Green Arrow run from Mike Grell. I am super excited. That's really cool. Yeah, you can tell it was in the 80s. So this is super cool. This is what makes collecting comic books fun right here. You're mindlessly collecting a bunch of comic books, and there's the first one. You collect one by one, at least for the old ones, and when you get them all, it just feels good. Now, I've got plenty more to go. Obviously, the run lasts into the hundreds, but this is the first 50 issues, which is pretty difficult because the series started in '88, I think. That's what it says. So it's probably '87, and then ran all the way to '91 is 50. So we're talking before I was born is when this started. And then because I'm pretty young for comic books, and when I was just a couple years old, so almost 30 years ago now. So a lot of the other stuff is going to be much younger, so it'll be a little easier to find. But I'm excited. It made my day when I went into the shop and I was told that he had it, because he knew that I was looking for it. He knew what number I was looking for. So there's just something fun about like spending time searching. Like I went on a mission trip to Vermont last year, I think it was, or maybe it was the year before. And I went to a comic book store up there, and the guy had like 8 25-cent bins. I was like, here we go. And I spent the next 2 hours. It wasn't 2 hours. The next hour digging through those boxes looking for the right issues, and I found a good number of them. So I probably found 8 issues. So that's $2 for 8 issues. That was awesome. I love dollar bins and 25-cent bins, and I love it. And it's just different places have different extra comics, so you got to go to a bunch of them to really find it, because different comic book stores run differently and they collect different things, and so you never really know. I got like 10 of them, I think, at a Comic-Con last year, a local Comic-Con, and that was really awesome. They were $1 each, so it's like $10, and I had 10 issues that I was missing. So I'm pretty excited. I've got the first 50. Now I just got to get the next 50. So pretty cool. All right. So as far as new comic books go, not new to me, but new in general. First one I got, Sideways. So apparently his secret is revealed. I'm guessing to his mom, since that's who was on the cover. So that'll be interesting. There's been this issue's been really cool. I need to read the one before this because I'm a little bit behind, but you know, it's okay. We still got this. Like the issue came out this week. Why do we still have this? They have put more solicitations for Bendis than any other DC comic. Any other DC comic. I'm just like, really? Like, more than Batman? Well, I mean, they did more for the wedding. But no. They did more solicitations, I think, for Bendis in the comic books than they did for the Batman wedding, or spoiler alert, non-wedding. Yeah, so I don't know why they're doing, but I like Sideways. Sideways is fun. He's like the Peter Parker we deserve. Um, uh, so since Marvel's not doing Peter Parker well, DC is. So yeah, sweet. But he's got a different name. I forget his name, but Sideways is fun. I really enjoy the show or issue. It's lighthearted, a lot of fun. Next on the list, Detective Comics 484. So the other issue, the previous issue was okay. This one has much more of Cassandra, so I'm excited about that. She's an awesome Batman character. She's a lot more interesting, I think, than some of the other guys right there. Orphan, she's a lot better than most of the other newer sidekicks for Batman. And so I haven't been impressed. I didn't care for Black Lightning in the last one. I felt like he was a sidekick to Batman. I was like, Black Lightning's not nobody's sidekick. He's a man to himself. He's not this doubting fool who doesn't know what he's doing. He's been in the business for a long time. So, you know, accidentally making a mistake, it's like, I've already dealt with that so many times. It's just like, what's new? So we'll see. I'm hoping they'll bring Tim Drake back. I'm patient for now. Next on the list, we'll jump over to Marvel for Darth Vader. This cover is so cool. You got Tarkin versus Darth Vader. I'm assuming that's what it's going to be like. Should be interesting. I'm not sure what's going to lead them to attacking each other, but yeah, I don't know. So that should be fun. I love Darth Vader, and Tarkin is definitely my favorite Imperial officer, other than Thrawn. I love Thrawn. He's so fun. This series has been so good. I mentioned last issue that the last video that I talked about him. They really needed to give him a story, because they've done a bunch of like tiny one issue stories that didn't really, that sort of tied together but didn't. I'm just like, it's time for like a full story so we can see what Thrawn's got. Because otherwise it's just gonna get boring. You're like, yeah, I like Thrawn, he's fun, but you know, there's nothing compelling to bring me back to the next one. So we'll see. All right, next on the list, Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns. I love this series. This issue should be really good. Last issue we had Arkillo saving Guy Gardner from the Dark Stars. And we just have this double page. That looks so cool. That's exciting. Good way to start off a comic book right there. So I'm excited about this. Should be fun. Looks like it's part 1, so we should have a couple issues coming from that. Should be cool. Next up, Plastic Man #2. I love the first one. The first one was really good, so I have high hopes for this. There's a few things. Oh great, it's got Batwoman in it. Ugh. Anyways, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, here. Guess what? This came out Wednesday, and yet they're still soliciting it. Oh my goodness. The same day this comic came out, they're soliciting for that other comic. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Anyways, so this should be fun. We'll see kind of the cliffhanger that was the last one. I love this cover. This cover is gorgeous. I love, that's just such a classic Plastic Man entanglement there. Too fun. I love the character. He's so funny. Anyways, Next up, Hawkman #2. So I love the first one. The first one was so good, and it looks like we're gonna. Oh man, look at that. That's good. That's just beautiful. First one was good. Really loved jumping into a lot of the lore. Looks like we're gonna get more of it in this one, and so this is gonna be fun. The cover is pretty cool too. It's interesting. Let's see if I can find it right here. We had this cover for Justice League 2, which I haven't done a video on yet, or 3. I haven't done a video on it yet. So we got Hawkman, Hawkgirl. That's really sweet. That's really cool. I'm pretty excited about that. So Hawkman, love the series. I love the character. We're going to do a video about some of the problems with DC, and Hawkman is one of those problems with DC. Should be fun. Stay tuned. It'll be coming up. All right. We're going to get to the top 3 here. Superman #1. Yeah, it came out. I read this already. It's good. It's really good. And it's got like the old papery feel. I love it. I love it. It's wonderful. And got that old paper smell. It smells like an old comic book. It's great. I love it. I know it's a little thing, but it's great. Definitely a good story. I feel like not the best Martian Manhunter, but I enjoyed him being in here, so that was fun. We got a new Fortress of Solitude, which is awesome. You'll have to read it to find out where, but there's some cool stuff going on with that. This is just a really good issue. Just a really good issue. And like the artwork just pings off the page. It's so good. It's really good. Really well done. So great cover. Love the classic look. Love the classic feel, the smell. It's great. I love it. Bendis has done a good job so far. I had a couple problems with issue 6 of Man of Steel, and a number of problems with issue 5, mostly the artwork. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, Bendis has been doing great. Keep going, man. I'm excited. I'll probably do a whole video on it in a little while, sometime this week. So, next on the list, Titans finally came out. I already read it. I'm just gonna spoiler alert for me. This is not on the book itself, but I didn't care for it as much as I liked, and I might have mentioned some of the problems in a different video. There's some problems with this book, which is really sad because I love the Titans. The Titans have the potential, I think, to be the best superhero team ever. Teen Titans, definitely. My biggest problem, and I guess I'm spoiling it. I'm gonna do a video on it. The Titans just aren't themselves. Some of the best characters in this were Beast Boy, Steel, and Raven. Those 3. They felt like themselves. I don't know who this is, but it ain't Donna Troy. It's supposed to be, but it ain't. I don't know who this is, but it ain't Miss Martian, and it's supposed to be. I don't know who this is, but it ain't Dick Grayson, and it's supposed to be. These are not the characters. I mean, they did get Dick right a little bit, but the fact that he's yelling at Miss Martian the whole time, I was like, no, that's not Dick's style. He might yell when they got Miss Martian wrong, which meant they got Dick wrong in his relationship with it. Anyways, it's really bad. It's really bad. All right, last but not least, The Flash War Part 4, issue number 50 of The Flash. This is so good. This is so good. Look at this page. That's so cool. This one also has the papery feel. I love it. Why can't we do more of that? It's so good. I love it. I love the feel of it. It feels like a regular book. Oh, man. It's so cool. This book is awesome. And I'm looking at a huge spoiler right now. I'll show it when I do a Flash video. It is awesome. This book was amazing. I loved it. Loved every second of it. Just really great. Now, they hinted at a new character that they're bringing back. And supposedly, it doesn't have anything to do with the book except for the end. Supposedly it's Superboy Prime, is what Lewis said when I was talking to him and doing that other video yesterday. So we'll see. It should be interesting. We got some interesting things coming down the pipeline there. And another character which I won't ruin, because that one's a huge character. I mean, you might say Superboy Prime is too, but not the same length. As soon as I saw it, I texted Lewis. I was like, "Dude, you gotta see this. This is awesome." And he was very thankful that I spoiled it for him. So, anyways, those are my picks for the week. Those are the ones that I had. Man, I'm excited that I got that Green Arrow. It's been a long time that I've been looking for it, and nobody has it. So I just got it. I'm excited about that. So I can say I got the first 50 right there. Pretty cool. And that's just what comic books are for. They say don't get into comic books because you think you're going to make money off of it, and you may. To some extent, some of them might be a good investment, and I'd say I have a few issues that are worth a good bit now, but most of them are not, and they're not ever going to be. So, buy comic books because you enjoy reading, you enjoy collecting. It's a lot of fun. If you do it for that, great. And then you can just say, hey, if I get a few that are worth something later on, more, that's awesome. I've got a few that are probably worth about $40 as a story. 4 issues worth about $40-$50, and that's really awesome. But that's just kind of how it goes, and they may not be that way forever. They may go down in value. But you collect comics because it's fun. So I've collected this series because I love it. It's just really good stories. Just like you'd buy any other book. You buy it because you enjoy the book, not because you. Because if you do it as an investment, I mean, it's not a good investment. Comic books shift. They're usually not worth much. Some of them might be in 50 years, but for now, probably not, because they're printing millions of copies. Well, okay, maybe not. Thousands of copies. And it's just tens of thousands of copies. So, yeah. But it's so much fun. It's a lot of fun. It's very nostalgic. It takes you back to as if you were old enough to be in the old days when comic books were popping, and now they're back again. It's really great. So I love it. It's a lot of fun. I like talking about comic books while I'm doing this YouTube series. And they say the same thing about YouTube. Don't do YouTube just because you're trying to make money. It might happen, but for most people, it's just something that you do for fun. And I think that's a good philosophy. So, anyways, let me know what you think about all these. What did you get for this week? Have you read some of these? And let me know what you thought about them. So, I'll catch you next time. Peace.